Queen Camilla's journey from royal scandal to the throne has been nothing short of dramatic, but now it seems her fate is sealed for good. After years of media attacks, public judgment, and royal drama, Camilla has finally found her place as queen consort. But as new rumors swirl and secrets unravel, could this be the end of her reign? Let's dive into the shocking twists and turns that could change everything for Camilla. Controversial past. Queen Camilla's journey to the throne has been filled with drama, scandal, and controversy that's kept the world talking. Once labeled as the other woman in the infamous love triangle with Prince Charles and Princess Diana, Camilla's past was far from glamorous. Her relationship with Charles, which began long before his marriage to Diana, was kept under wraps for years, only for it to be exposed to the world in the most humiliating way possible. The media had a field day, portraying Camilla as the villain who broke up a fairy tale marriage. Her image was tarnished, and for many, she was never going to be accepted into the royal fold. But then, everything changed. After Diana's tragic death in 1997, Camilla and Charles began rebuilding their relationship in the public eye. Slowly, Camilla went from being the subject of ridicule to becoming a more accepted figure. However, even after their 2005 wedding, Camilla was never fully embraced. Critics continued to compare her to Diana, and she was often seen as a reminder of the pain Charles caused his first wife. But Queen Elizabeth II, who initially opposed the relationship, eventually gave her blessing, allowing Camilla to rise to the role of queen consort when Charles became king in 2022. Now, after decades of media storms and public scrutiny, it seemed like Camilla had finally won her place in the royal family. But recent rumors suggest her reign may be short-lived. Could the royal family be ready to pull the plug on her title? Speculation has begun, with whispers of a brewing feud behind palace walls. Is Camilla's future in jeopardy, or is this just another chapter in her controversial rise to power? Public scrutiny. Queen Camilla's rise to the throne has been nothing short of dramatic, and public scrutiny has been at the center of it all. From the moment her relationship with Prince Charles was made public, she was thrust into the media's spotlight, and the world had a lot to say. For years, she was labeled as the other woman in a scandalous affair that shook the royal family and the public. The media couldn't get enough of the drama, making Camilla a target of relentless criticism. Her image was a tough sell. For many, the ghost of Princess Diana haunted every corner of Camilla's public life. No matter how much time passed, no matter how much she did to support Charles, the comparisons to Diana kept coming. The media painted her as the villain, the woman who destroyed a fairy tale marriage. Even as she and Charles began their life together after Diana's tragic death, the weight of public disapproval never quite left. Fast forward to the present day, and Camilla is queen consort, a title once thought impossible for her. The media, which once savaged her, now seems to have softened its stance, but not without ongoing scrutiny. Her every move is watched, and it seems that no matter how much she tries to fit into the royal family, there's always a cloud of doubt hanging over her. Her past is hard to shake off, and the public's divided opinion about her role in the monarchy is still very much alive. But the question remains, is Camilla's fate sealed? Is this acceptance into the royal fold just a brief chapter before she's ousted? Recent reports suggest that there are whispers behind the palace walls about her position. Some argue that her public persona is still too tainted for her to truly lead as queen. With mounting pressure, Camilla's reign could be shorter than expected. As the royal family continues to evolve, one thing is certain. Public scrutiny will keep following Camilla, whether she likes it or not. Royal family acceptance. Queen Camilla's journey from being the controversial other woman to being officially crowned as queen consort is nothing short of extraordinary. However, the question on everyone's mind remains: has she truly been accepted by the royal family? Despite years of public scrutiny, media backlash, and constant comparisons to Princess Diana, Camilla's place in the royal family was solidified with her recent coronation. But what does royal family acceptance really mean for Camilla's future? Is her fate truly sealed, or is the royal family's support just a temporary fix? From the beginning, Camilla's relationship with Prince Charles was anything but conventional. Their love affair was the source of public outrage, especially after Charles's marriage to Diana collapsed under the weight of their infidelity. For many, Camilla was the symbol of everything wrong with the royal family. Even after Charles and Camilla married in 2005, many in the family, including Queen Elizabeth, remained wary. It wasn't until after Queen Elizabeth's passing in 2022 that Camilla's position truly began to shift. The Queen's death marked a turning point in Camilla's royal journey. Her coronation as Queen Consort seemed to signal the family's official acknowledgement of her place by Charles's side. But this royal acceptance came with a caveat. While many now see her as a true partner to King Charles, others still question her role in the family. There are whispers that not all members of the royal family fully embrace Camilla as their queen. The royal family's shifting stance is a fascinating one. In the past, Camilla was treated as an outsider, but now she stands at the center of the monarchy. Yet, with the constant media focus and the ongoing criticism she faces, some believe her acceptance could be fleeting. With tensions still simmering beneath the surface, is Camilla's time as Queen Consort truly secure, or will she face further challenges that could bring an end to her reign? Title debate. The debate over Queen Camilla's title has sparked intense conversation and divided public opinion. For years, Camilla was known as the other woman in the saga of Prince Charles and Princess Diana. But as Charles ascended to the throne, Camilla's transformation from a controversial figure to Queen Consort raised many questions. The issue of her title has been particularly contentious, with a lingering sense that she might never fully be accepted as queen. When Camilla first married Charles in 2005, many assumed she would never hold the title of queen. She was initially given the title of Duchess of Cornwall, and the official line was that she would eventually be known as Princess Consort. However, after Queen Elizabeth's passing in 2022, the world saw a major shift. Charles, now king, made it clear that he wanted Camilla to be known as Queen Consort. Despite the Queen's approval and the public's grudging acceptance of her new role, the title debate rages on. The choice to call her Queen instead of Princess Consort has not sat well with everyone. Many royal watchers, including die-hard Diana fans, feel that Camilla is undeserving of such a title. They argue that her role in the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage makes her unfit to be called queen. Some even question whether Camilla's rise is merely a reflection of Charles's stubbornness and the monarchy's need for continuity, rather than genuine respect for her. On the other hand, Camilla has endured years of public scrutiny and scandal. She has worked tirelessly behind the scenes and proved herself a loyal and supportive partner to Charles. As a result, some believe that the title of Queen Consort is a reflection of her dedication to her duties and her role in modernizing the monarchy. So, is Camilla's fate sealed as Queen Consort? Or will the debate over her title continue to haunt her reign? Only time will tell, but for now, her title remains one of the most debated aspects of the royal family: gradual public support. Camilla's journey from the other woman to Queen Consort has been nothing short of dramatic, but one thing is clear: public support for her has been gradually growing. For years, the British public viewed her with disdain, mainly due to her involvement in the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. But as time has passed, the once controversial figure has gained a level of acceptance, even admiration, for her role in the royal family. When Charles and Camilla first married in 2005, public opinion was largely negative. Camilla was seen as the woman who had wrecked a marriage that was adored by the public, and she was labeled with harsh terms that reflected this perception. But since then, things have shifted. Camilla quietly continued her royal duties, focusing on charity work and making public appearances with grace. Slowly, the British public began to see her as more than just the woman in the background. One significant turning point came in 2022 when Queen Elizabeth II publicly endorsed Camilla's role as Queen Consort. The Queen's approval was a massive moment for Camilla, signaling that she had earned a place in the royal family. Following Queen Elizabeth's passing, Camilla stepped up, supporting King Charles in his new role. As she assumed more duties, her calm and composed presence seemed to win over even the most skeptical. What's truly remarkable is how Camilla's public image has transformed over the years. She has moved from being a scandalous figure to a respected royal figure. Many people now see her as a devoted wife to Charles, and a stabilizing force in the royal family. As King Charles continues to lead the monarchy with diplomacy, Camilla stands beside him as a trusted and valued partner. While it's true that not everyone fully embraces her, the growing public support for Camilla proves that people are ready to let go of the past and accept her as queen consort. Her fate is, indeed, sealed, a far cry from the days when she was labeled as the other woman. Endorsement by Queen Elizabeth II, in a dramatic twist that no one saw coming. Camilla's place as queen consort was sealed by none other than Queen Elizabeth II herself. The monarch's public endorsement was a game-changer, silencing years of criticism and finally putting to rest the doubts about Camilla's role in the royal family. For decades, Camilla had been viewed as the controversial figure, the woman who stood in the way of the beloved Princess Diana's marriage to Prince Charles. The media had crucified her, and the public had a hard time accepting her. However, Queen Elizabeth's powerful statement in 2022 completely flipped the script. On the occasion of her Platinum Jubilee, Queen Elizabeth made it known that it was her sincere wish for Camilla to be known as queen consort when Charles took the throne. This wasn't just a royal courtesy. It was a monumental endorsement from the woman who had reigned for over 70 years. It was clear. Queen Elizabeth believed Camilla had earned her place in the royal family, and more importantly, by her son's side. This bold move shifted the public's perception of Camilla. For years, many questioned whether Camilla would ever truly be accepted by the public, especially given the cloud of scandal that hung over her past. But with the Queen's blessing, it was as if the royal family had spoken, and the public had no choice but to listen. The Queen's approval made it official. Camilla had not only gained Charles's trust and respect, but also the approval of the monarchy itself. In the eyes of many, this endorsement marked the final chapter of Camilla's journey from the other woman to a respected member of the royal family. Queen Elizabeth's words weren't just about tradition. They were a message of unity and reconciliation. The message was clear. Camilla's fate was sealed, and she was here to stay. The past was finally behind her, and a new chapter in the royal family's story had begun. Focus on charity. Queen Camilla's fate has been sealed not just by her royal status, but by her dedication to charity and humanitarian work. While the media and public may have had their doubts about her role in the royal family, it's clear that her focus on charity has truly defined her legacy. Goodbye to the past, and hello to a queen consort who has found her calling through helping others. Camilla's journey in the royal spotlight has been far from easy. She was once viewed as the woman at the center of a scandal, the figure caught in the crossfire of Prince Charles and Princess Diana's marriage. But over the years, Camilla's focus shifted from being the target of public criticism to becoming a leader in charity work. She found a purpose in advocating for causes close to her heart, proving her true worth as a member of the royal family. One of the key areas Camilla has made a significant impact is in the field of domestic violence and abuse. As a tireless advocate for women's rights, she has worked with numerous organizations to raise awareness and support victims. Her work in promoting literacy and championing the arts has also earned her admiration. Whether it's visiting schools or hosting charity events, Camilla has made sure her presence is felt where it matters the most. Unlike the traditional royal image of glamorous events and endless formal duties, Camilla's charity work reflects a more grounded approach to her role as queen consort. She has become a voice for the vulnerable and a force for positive change. The more she embraced charity, the more her role in the royal family evolved. Today, Camilla is seen as a queen who uses her position to make a difference. Her focus on charity has not only secured her place in the royal family, but has allowed her to become a beloved figure in her own right. Goodbye to the critics and hello to Queen Camilla, whose true legacy will be shaped by the lives she has touched and the causes she has championed. Coronation of King Charles. The coronation of King Charles marked a historic turning point for both the British monarchy and Queen Camilla, sealing her fate once and for all. The event, which captivated millions around the world, was not just about Charles ascending to the throne, but also about Camilla's official role as queen consort. Goodbye to the debates, the scrutiny, and the controversy. Queen Camilla's place in history was secured in a way no one could ignore. For years, Camilla was the subject of public criticism. She was the woman involved in a notorious love triangle, and many questioned whether she would ever be accepted by the public. But the coronation was her moment of triumph. As she stood beside her husband, King Charles, it was clear that she had earned her place. The grandeur of the ceremony, the attention of the world, and the warm support from the royal family all signaled that Camilla's time had come. What made the coronation so significant for Queen Camilla was how it signified not just her official title, but also the recognition she had worked so hard to achieve. Camilla was no longer the other woman in a royal scandal. She was now the Queen Consort, a title that carried with it both responsibility and honor. Her journey from being an outsider to becoming a key figure in the royal family was complete. The coronation was a moment of celebration, but it was also a message to the world that Camilla's fate had been sealed. There would be no more doubts about her place in the monarchy. The event symbolized her transformation, not just in title, but in the eyes of the British public. Queen Camilla had earned her role through years of dedication, charity work, and resilience. As the royal family moves forward into this new era, it's clear that Camilla will play a pivotal role. Her coronation was the ultimate symbol of acceptance and recognition, marking a new chapter for both her and the monarchy. Goodbye to the critics, and hello to the Queen Consort, who has finally found her place in history. Media's changing view. The media's changing view of Queen Camilla is a fascinating journey, and the coronation of King Charles marked the final chapter in her transformation. Once vilified and criticized at every turn, Camilla is now seen in an entirely new light, her fate sealed as the Queen Consort. Goodbye to the constant media scrutiny and negative headlines. Camilla has finally won the public's approval. But how did she get here? In the early years of her relationship with Prince Charles, the media played a pivotal role in painting Camilla as the villain. She was often the target of scorn, linked to the collapse of Charles and Diana's marriage. For years, the tabloids had a field day, presenting Camilla as the other woman, and the public perception of her was mostly negative. It seemed as if there was no way she could ever escape the shadow of her controversial past. But over time, things began to change. Camilla's quiet perseverance, her charitable work, and her growing influence within the royal family slowly shifted the narrative. The media that once mocked her now started acknowledging her contributions, both to the royal family and to the causes she championed. The press coverage gradually softened, and by the time of King Charles's coronation, it was clear that Camilla had earned the title of Queen Consort in the eyes of the public and the media. This change in perspective didn't happen overnight, but it was undeniable. No longer seen as a scandalous figure, Camilla was now being recognized for her grace, her support for Charles, and her dedication to royal duties. The media's narrative had evolved, reflecting a broader societal acceptance of her role. Today, as Queen Consort, Camilla stands as a symbol of resilience and redemption. Her fate, once uncertain, is now sealed, and the media has played a crucial role in turning the page on her past. The relentless scrutiny has given way to admiration, and with that, Camilla has proven that even the most controversial figures can find their place in history. Goodbye to the doubters. Queen Camilla is here to stay. Legacy of resilience. Queen Camilla's journey from scandal to acceptance is a testament to her extraordinary resilience, and her legacy is now undeniably sealed. Once the subject of intense public scrutiny and negative press, Camilla's fate was uncertain for years. Many questioned whether she would ever be fully embraced by the British public or the royal family. But today, as Queen Consort, she stands as a symbol of perseverance and quiet strength. From the moment her relationship with Prince Charles became public, Camilla faced backlash. The media painted her as the other woman in the royal drama, and her reputation was forever linked to the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. For years, Camilla was forced to navigate a whirlwind of tabloid headlines, negative press, and public judgment. The road to her current status was anything but easy, but it was one she walked with grace and dignity. Despite the harsh criticism, Camilla's resilience never wavered. Over time, she shifted the narrative through her calm demeanor, charitable efforts, and unwavering support for her husband. She quietly went about her duties, never seeking the spotlight, but always staying true to her role. And gradually, public opinion began to change. The media that once vilified her now started acknowledging her commitment to various causes and her loyalty to the royal family. Slowly but surely, Camilla was accepted as a vital part of the monarchy. Her legacy of resilience is cemented not just through her transformation in the public eye, but also through her work behind the scenes. As queen consort, Camilla has become a steadying force within the royal family, providing Charles with support during stressful times and championing important causes like literacy and domestic violence awareness. Now, as queen consort, Camilla's fate is sealed, and her legacy of resilience has become a defining part of her story. Goodbye to the critics. Camilla's strength and determination have ensured she's here to stay, and her place in history is firmly secured.